This is a tutorial on how to create a two-colored sticker in Cut Studio and then going to the vinyl sign cutter. So start off with, this is my Cut Studio program, and I just have a blank screen at the moment. And I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to do a very simple sticker that's just with text. So if I go to the A for text and I click on it, and I don't know, let's just type in Canada. Okay, so I got Canada in there. And let's say all I want to do is change the font and maybe put a bubble bit around this. So I can right mouse click on this, properties, go to format, and here I can change to whatever font. So I'm going to, I don't know, let's just go down to, let's go Comic Sans, just for something to do. So as soon as I can find it, there we go. Okay, and now it's slightly different. Okay, now in there you can change, I'll go back to properties again. You know, in here you can change alignment, you can change character spacing, you know, different things, put it to a curve, things like that. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, what I want to do is I want to put around the outside, I want to kind of bubble it in so there's a second color. So if I go to object right now, I want to do what's called offset, but you can see offset's shaded out. So I can't because right now it's still text. So I got to click on it, right mouse click, and I have to convert to polyline. Now as soon as I do that, you can I can't sit there and edit it now. It's a whole bunch of points. Okay, so what I did is I double clicked there. Okay, and then I can go modify points. But I'm just going to go take that now. When I go back to object, I can go offset, and I'm going to go to the outside, and I don't know. I'm going to let's say what 0.1 does. 0.1 of an inch. Okay, and hit OK, and you can see it kind of bubbles off a bit. So I'm going to undo that, and I'm actually going to go offset, and let's take a point to the outside again. Let's go 0.25. Okay, there you go. There's a nice kind of bubble thing. Okay, so now what I have is I have one color there, and I have the other color there. Okay, so what I would do basically is, if I was to cut this right now, I would just take that one off the screen, and I'd set up my vinyl sign cutter, and I would cut the first piece. Then I would take this off and bring this piece in and cut the second piece, and then I have two separate colors, and I'd stick one on top of the other. Okay, so that's my first example. Next one is bringing in a graphic. So I'm going to zoom back in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Google, and it doesn't matter, Google, Internet Explorer, whatever, and I'm going to type in Canada flag. Okay, oh, there's Canada flag right there, and I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to go to search tools, and what I want normally is I can have any colors, okay, but what I want is basically under type, I want clip art. You can't do a graphic, okay, it has to be a clip art. And the other thing is now when I start looking for graphics, you can see the difference in size. This is 494 by 290. This one's large. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to take a small one to start. So this is a nice small one. So I'm going to click on it, and what I tend to like to do is I like to go view image, right mouse click on it, copy, okay, go back into Cut Studio now, right mouse click, go paste. If that doesn't work, you have to control V it, or you have to come up to paste up here. Okay, now I'm going to enlarge it just so you can see, or I can scroll in. Now here's the thing, I'm going to right mouse click on this, I'm going to go image outline, okay, and I can vary it, okay, the density and event. What I want to do is I want to find it perfect so that right there, so I get rid of any extra lines, right? That's way too much. So right there. Now when I extract it, I hit OK. Now when I zoom in, you can kind of see that it didn't really follow the lines, okay? And the reason why is it's like pixelation, right? The better the quality of the image, the better the outline is going to be. So I'm not going to use this one because I got to clean it up a bit, okay? So if I wanted to clean this up or actually use this, what I'd have to do is I could zoom into this, I could select, do the edit tool, and then I could sit there and drag all these into position. Okay, and for some graphics and some things you're doing, you're going to have to do that, and I'd have to go through it. You know, I could right mouse click on it, you know, make a curve. Okay, sorry, make curve. Oops, let me select that once more. Right mouse click, go make curve, and now I can drag it, you know, out and stuff like that. Okay, if I wanted to break a line, I could click on it, right mouse click, you know, divide point, and I could do this, but I'm not going to do that on this graphic. So I'm just going to take the whole thing, highlight it, delete it, and then delete this one as well. Oops, come on. Oh, now why can't, there we go. Okay, so let's go grab a different graphic. So this time, I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to grab this one right here because it's quite large, okay? And view image, right? Right mouse click, copy. Now when I come into Cut Studio and I paste it, so I'm going to come up to paste up here. Don't save it. If you want to save it for the next day, that saves it to your directory, but hit don't save. Okay, now it's huge. Okay, so now when I right mouse click on it, image outline, okay, and extract, you're going to find that when I zoom into it, you can see how it's dead on accurate, right? You know, there might be one little spot there, here, but you can see it's much better quality. Okay, so I'm going to take that, the back one now, delete it. Okay, now I want it to fit, so I'm going to right mouse click, and I'm going to go properties. See here, it's the size and shape, keep aspect ratio. I'm going to make sure that it's all proportionate, so I'm going to go down to, I don't know, maybe 6 inches. Okay, you watch when I click, it automatically changes the distance, right? So there's that on there now. And what I would do is if I wanted it 2 colors is I just simply take another box, okay, zoom into this, and I'd build the other one right over top of it like this, right? And now that I've done that, and right there. Okay, so now what I'd do is go back to the whole thing and take this one and say, okay, I'm going to print out this guy is white, so it goes off the screen. This guy's red. Oops. This gets printed first, and then, you know, once it's been cut, I just put this one in the corner and I would cut that one out. Okay, and that concludes this tutorial, and the next one will be on how to actually set up the vinyl sign cutter and how to actually cut.